In this video, I'm talking about DeepBook Protocol. I wanted to point this one out because it's going crazy right now. It's trending on CoinMarketCap because it just had a huge move. And so I wanted to dive into some of the technicals, just look at the charts and see what's happening here. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First thing that I noticed with this entire move is that we have a retracement back to a very potent Fibonacci level, which is the 889 level, the 0.889 level. This isn't one that's standard on TradingView. You have to add this in. So just so you know what we're looking at, you can edit the levels here in TradingView for the Fibonacci retracement tool, and 889 is a Fibonacci retracement level. It's just not one of the standard ones. Less common, I would say, but in crypto, I've seen it play out quite a bit, where in say like a wave 1 and wave 2 of Elliott Wave, this wave 2 retraces really, really deep from its peak high, which is exactly what happened here. This was the beginning of the year, January 2025. We had this retracement back to the 0.88 level. And if we zoom in a little bit, I mean, it comes directly to it. And then from here, we get a little pin bar, almost like a doji almost. That's a potential bullish reversal sign. Then we get a little red candle down, but then we get this bullish engulfing candle, which I love to see those near areas of support. That for me is a very clear potential sign for a reversal. And obviously we got one here. I mean, we had several days in a row where we moved up, got above this 50-day moving average, and then we just had two explosive days in the crypto market, and DeepBook Protocol also went with it. So now that we have that on the chart, I mean, this is literally all that we have to work with. And so there's not a ton of price action, just because at least on this chart, it's only been around for a few months. But anytime I see this clean wave 1 and wave 2, this deep retracement back to a level like the 0.889, sometimes it's the 786 or even the 618, that to me is pointing out a wave 1 and 2 of Elliott Wave. And so let me show you what that looks like. This is the textbook version of an Elliott Wave motive wave pattern. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or waves 1, 3, and 5 are going in the, I guess in this case, a bullish direction. This could also be reversed, going down. But wave 1, 3, and 5 are going up, and then wave 2 and wave 4 are pullbacks. And once you put together a 5-wave structure, that also creates a larger wave 1. And then the corrective wave is this A, B, C pattern, a 3-wave structure pattern that forms a wave 2. And so this is what we're seeing basically with this chart right here. And so once we have this wave 5, this 5-wave structure up in wave 2, then the next would be that we would be going for a wave 3. And one of the ways in Elliott Wave to measure the potential target for a wave 3 is to use a Fibonacci extension tool. And for this, especially on crypto, I like to use log scale just because these moves are so explosive. It's hard to capture that on just a linear scale. So let me pull up the Fibonacci extension tool, trend-based extension. And basically we would measure from the bottom of wave 1 up to the top of wave 1, and then back down to the bottom of wave 2. And so if we're looking at this, we're basically using a ruler to measure the price from the very bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1. And then we're putting that measuring stick at the bottom of wave 2, because now we're looking to measure wave 3. And typically wave 3 will be at least 1.618 the length of wave 1. And so using this chart, we could see, okay, we're measuring wave 1, and then wave 3, this should be a 3, not a 2, is 1.618. So it's the length of wave one plus another basically 61.8%. And so we're able to see that here on the chart. So this level here at wave at one would be if wave three is equal to the length of wave one. In most cases for standard Elliott wave, it's going to at least be the length of wave one. So sometimes you'll see me set my targets at this level just because if a wave three is in effect, if it's in play, then we know it's at least going to go the length of wave one. But in many cases, it will go to the 1618. And I will use that as kind of a secondary target. Now, if we were to measure from where we're at right now to the 1618, we're talking about a 50, almost a 60x from where we are right now, which that's a huge move. But if you've been in crypto for a while, or maybe you haven't, maybe you're new this cycle, in previous cycles, it was nothing for a coin to go 50x, 100x, in some cases, thousands of X, right? Multiples in these bull cycle runs. And I believe that we are in one right now for the next maybe six months or so in 2025. And so I look at this and I'm like, okay, yeah, we could actually hit that. Now, am I guaranteeing this? Absolutely not. This is very limited price action. This is just looking at the charts, not even considering some of the fundamental analysis with this. And also, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my thoughts and kind of what I'm looking at, hopefully to help you. But of course, do your own research and analysis. But a standard target would be the 1618 level. That's at least $13. And where we're at right now is at 22 cents at the time of this recording. And we just had two massive days in crypto alone, but especially with this particular coin. So we've seen this run up before in past cycles. It could certainly do that. It could certainly do that in this cycle as well. So I'm just showing you kind of what I see for this particular coin. Again, there's not a ton of price action, so just doing the analysis here. But if I were looking to buy into this, I would be looking to maybe take some profits at this one level, at this 1.272 level, and definitely almost look to be out at the 1.618 level. Also, depending on the timing of where things are with this bull run. But that's all I wanted to share in this video. If you liked it, if you found it helpful, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more content and analysis videos like this, and let me know which coin you want me to break down. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.